Welcome to Capital City Paranormal-ish. Get ready, because we bring the question to your reality. So get your popcorn and strap in and get ready to have everything turned upside down in your world. Hey, freaking fam, welcome to the show. I know it's been a couple of days, I've been slacking. I've been doing a little bit of fishing with my brother while he had some holidays off work, so today was his last day. So if you're new to the channel here, please hit the subscribe button. I noticed that 95.8% of our viewers that are viewing the videos aren't subscribers. So take a minute, hit that subscribe button, show the channel the love so we can keep going, keep growing. And with that being said, let's get right down to the videos, guys.
We started working on affidavits, sworn statements about the things that she went through.
We've given the information over to say that if God forbid something happens to us today, hand it out like candy.
The first time I met Oprah, I was 15 years old.
I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago.
Diddy parties, those are parties. And I was one of the kids that was one of the party favorites.
Things happened since I was 3 months old, and we are still dealing with all of that shit. It never stopped.
The earthquakes and the disasters and the things if you don't understand or organize.
There's going to be death, distractions, and fire to hide evidence. Celebrities' homes will be on fire.
Ally Carter has been speaking out about celebrities for a long time. Whether she's talking about Diddy or she's dragging Oprah, she's got a story about almost every celebrity and how they've used their power within Los Angeles to take vulnerable children like she once was and dispose of them in ways that can only be described as evil. This is Ally Carter's story, so let's get into it. With the Diddy trial approaching, we're going to learn more about the allegations against him. And one of his victims who doesn't get as much attention is Ally Carter. We've talked about Ally before on my channel because you guys were interested in what she had to say. She was speaking about these celebrities from Diddy to Denzel Washington. She was talking about these tunnels under LA and these homes that connect to one another. And I wanted to do another video about Ally Carter because we've come across more receipts of allegations she's made. There's really not a lot reported about Ally, where she came from, how she got involved. Before we dive into clips, which a lot of this video is going to be clips, I want to go over some of the reports about Ally Carter. She says she's a survivor of child trafficking and has alleged that the rapper's parties, Diddy's parties, were not just gatherings but involved rituals, and she was a victim. Now, this information came from a Twitter account, an X account titled Rare Bird Area. They posted a series of clips where Ally Carter made these allegations.
Well, I don't know about you, fam, but it wouldn't be the first time I heard something about ritual type things taking place underneath celebrities' houses in tunnels. Yeah. But I guess with this whole Diddy thing coming out now, I guess there's going to be quite a few celebrities who are maybe going under the gun a little bit, getting scrutinized a little bit. I don't know. It's about time. I mean, really none of us are perfect, but some things are just sick. And, you know, person's got to draw the line. And then some of the things are just sick. Anyways, here's the next video.
I have never heard a more powerful perspective. You have to listen to this.
One of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb where two babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "Why, of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, that's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd.
Wow.
The umbilical cord is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all
That's
that we
crazy.
need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded. And the second says, what if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore. The first goes, okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there?
Wow.
Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. And the second says, but certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us. The first goes, Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now? And the second goes, she's all around
That's
us.
so
We
true.
are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. And the first says, I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here. To which the second replied, sometimes when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence.
That is
you can
so
hear
good.
her loving voice calling down from above.
Follow now for more Christian content.
This is the largest coincidence in history. See if your history teacher can explain this. Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John F. Kennedy was elected to Congress in 1946. Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Both were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both wives lost a child while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Now it gets really weird. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, was born in 1939. Both assassins were known by their three names. Both names are composed of 15 letters. Now hang on to your seat. Lincoln was shot at the theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car called Lincoln Made by Ford. Booth and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. And here's the kicker. A week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe. And Lincoln was shot in a theater, and the assassin ran to a warehouse. Kennedy was shot from a warehouse, and the assassin ran to a theater.
See, it just goes to show you, fam, that even when you're up in office, president, something like that, doesn't necessarily mean that you're immune. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to even know what's even going on anymore with all the crap that you hear about in the news and hear on, different social media streams, outlets, whatnot. So, I don't even know. But, yeah, here's the next video. Bam.
10 secret aliens they don't want you to know. Number 1, the Draconians. They are known as the Draconians, a reptilian species originating from the Alpha Draconis system. Towering between 12 and 15 feet tall, their bodies are layered with dense muscle and armored scales, dark green to jet black in color. Their skulls are elongated, their jaws wide, built for force. Their eyes glow gold or blood red under low light, vertical pupils always locked forward. High caste Draconians are born with wings and ridged skulls, physical traits signaling command status. Lower castes serve as enforcers and laborers. Sightings tied to ancient Sumer, Babylon, and Mesoamerica suggest their involvement in early human civilization, not as gods, but as rulers. What do you think? Comment Draco if you believe the Draconians exist.
I don't know. I, for one, think it's very plausible that they do. Of course, I can't say 100%, but I believe that they do. You hear enough stories about them, about Draconians, reptilians, whatever you want to call them. So, yeah, I don't know. Spam it up in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you guys believe in Draconians? Anyways, here's the next video.
Just got back inside the house. I was putting my daughter on the bus. And I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair. Right there. I'm gonna check it Hello? Hi, we're gonna try this again. Knock once if you're friendly, knock twice if you're not. Okay, all right, friendly. Are you from here? Okay. This is the weird part. What do you want? This is what's going on. It's weird. I don't understand. And then it just stops. Nothing here. So I guess it is what it is.
Now, what's going on here? Toy. That's okay. No other information. That's very.
There's a scooter sitting here. Dude, he must have wadded. Dude, there's something in the water. Dude, what is that?
Yeah, right. If I seen something like that in the water, I would be out of there right now. Right now. I don't know about you guys, but you guys ever seen anything weird like that when you're out camping, anything like that? Any weird critters in the bush, anything like that? If you have, let me know. Tell me the story down in the comments. Here's the next video.
What that video proves is that whatever was happening in that hotel room, be it freak off, be it a swinging situation, she didn't want part of that. It was not consensual. So when Diddy stands up, or his lawyers do, because he is not taking the stand, fat chance, and says, what I did wasn't a crime. It was all consensual. Don't hate me because I'm a swinger. They're not going to buy that because he's literally dragging Cassie Ventura back into a hotel room. Okay? So that's not consensual. Right there.
Right.
And that is a small part of a
Nancy,
bigger scheme of racketeering. Yes.
Like I said before, Nancy, the defense, I think, is not going to buy that, and they're not going to argue that, and I don't think the evidence is going to show that, but we'll wait and see. That's a heck of an argument if it were true, but I don't think that that's anywhere close to where any of this is headed. I think what you're going to see is that it's a different story, and so I would just counsel a little patience.
Well, look, I mean, Mark,
Mark,
if you're going to talk about it, because we know the look, we know the filings. What they say is that the fight was not over the freak off. The fight was over a text message on Diddy's phone that Cassie saw involving another woman. So that's what they're laying out. I mean, they've as much as said that, right?
Correct. And that's what I'm saying. So before we start constructing all kinds of theories based on something that I haven't seen, because I don't think
of him
that's
beating
detailed anywhere in the indictment.
And a hotel
That
hallway.
is-
Oh, okay.
So nobody is defending, least of all him, given his apology video. Nobody's defending what he did. However, it's the context of it. Is he guilty of domestic violence? Sure looks like it to me, and he copped to it. You got the tape, you got his thing. Domestic violence is not what he's charged with.
Ebony and Ashley, talk to me about something Johnny Cochran said during the O.J. Simpson case, and boy, do I remember it, where he just stood up and said, hey, race plays a part in everything. And he was certainly right in that case, that it played a huge part. Does race play a part in this case?
The late Johnny was right, then Harvey, and he's right. It would be applicable in this case. Here, for the simple fact that historically, when you think about Black men and kind of the profile and persona in which they are portrayed, even in mass media, themes of violence, propensity for sexual violence specifically, things of this nature come into play. We know at one time, Sean Combs' defense team was prepared to argue a kind of Mann Act style. This is a targeting of my client because he's a successful, wealthy celebrity Black man in America doing well, and we know that we must take them down, the man of it all. I do believe I'm hearing that they are sidelining that argument. Personally, I'm really glad they did. I don't think it's an accident that the one Black man who was on the Sean Combs defense team originally, coincidentally, we'll say, stepped off the team when we heard word of that argument making the light of day. I don't think it would be necessary to make that argument, but I don't think you have to make the argument in court with rhetoric, right? I think the subtext of the fact that you're not going to see Sean Combs and not see a Black man in America, his affect on Black culture and Black community, and the fact that we don't know the demographic rather of the rest of the victims, but certainly we know that Cassie Ventura is a woman of color. She is a woman who self-identifies of some level of Black descent, and so all of these dynamics, the relationship between Black men and Black women, the history of Black women not being believed when we assert ourselves as victims of violent crime, a la Meg Thee Stallion most recently. All of these themes are going to come up, Harvey.
Ashley, you've covered a bunch of cases where they somehow insert race into the equation. It just seems inevitable here.
Yeah, it's happened a lot. Well, two things. A, I think Ebony's right, and B, I think in part she's wrong. But I think she's very right in the fact that it's a good thing that they decided to jettison the idea that somehow the government is going to come after a really big, powerful man because he's Black. I think we're beyond thinking that the government, just wants to target people for that reason. And I think in the new Trump zeitgeist, it's even more so. I think people are really, really rejecting that generally.
What's next will shock you. Stream the full episode for free on Tubi. Link in the description.
I don't know, fam. I don't think it has a whole lot to do with race at all. I think it has to do with Diddy and the things that he did. And I think it has to do with a lot more other people. And I think a lot's going to come to light in this trial. So hopefully everyone involved is held accountable, regardless of race or ethnicity or religion, anything like that. It's just accountability is accountability. Truth is truth. That's it. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments because I'm interested to hear you guys' opinions. Here's the next video.
So how do you explain that the sun is setting right now in Eastern Europe?
You have to look at the model of the flat Earth. The conception of the flat Earth is that it is a disk surrounded by an ice wall, right? So all the seas are held in on this disk by an ice wall. And there's photographs of these ice walls in Antarctica. You see these ships parked next to this humongous, like hundreds of feet high, ice wall. There's a guy who just went over it. He was in a kayak, and he went in on one of the glacial streams melting off Antarctica, and he's going off. He's plunging, right? One of these adrenaline junkies. Really cool. But it demonstrates the size of this ice wall. And the center of the Earth is the North Pole. It's not the top of the Earth, it's the center. Like if you have a flat disk with an ice wall, the center of the Earth, and coming down from that, there's like, then you wouldn't be able to circumnavigate. Yeah, circumnavigation can happen on a circle, or it can happen on a sphere. Circumnavigation is not a proof of a sphere. It's just proof that you can go around in a circle. And you can go around in a circle on a sphere, and you can go around in a circle on a circle.
Hold on. Did anybody ever notice that? Hold on a second. So what is that on his forehead just sticking out? The thing that just grows out of nowhere. Why is the pole also invisible right here? So forget about the shoe and the rest of the evidence, because that's all distraction from the actual truth. Look at on his head right here. That horn on his head. The white horn. Look at how it just grows out of nowhere. What is that? That's not a part of the helmet. It just comes out of nowhere. And then what is his antenna or something doing too? It's just not even visible at times. Look at it, and then it just comes in and out. Look at it. It's just gone. So that's Neil's shadow or whoever. This is his shadow. What about this extra shadow right here? There's an extra shadow. Neil's shadow right there. His shadow, which doesn't look normal. That doesn't look normal at all when he jumps. Look at the shadow. That's crazy that they tell us there's no wind and then they show us that. That's crazy. Come on, look at that thing. He can barely even hold on to it. And then you got his antenna going crazy again and then disappearing. No, you think it's that easy to just stake something into the ground? No way. So look right here too. Look. Look. What is that? His helmet is just growing. Does that look normal to you when he leans forward? I don't think so. His shadow looks normal to you guys? Why does it look like that? Why does it also seem like we can literally see the curvature of the moon? Why is it like kind of curving?
Okay, fam, seriously now. We see so many of these videos here, you know, flat earth, did we go to the moon or not? So I'm going to ask, how many of you believe that we live on a flat earth? And how many of you believe that we've never been to the moon? Or how many of you believe both? So I'm kind of on the fence still a little bit, you know. I mean, the evidence is pretty compelling in both cases, but I don't know. It's just, it's hard to take away what, you know, what's been programmed into us. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Here's the next video.
If you were born between the years 1963 and 1993, I need you to look at your left forearm. And if you can't check your forearm right now, save this video for later. I know it's a little bit light, but do you either have a freckle or a mole on your forearm? And when I first heard about this, I was like, no way. But yep, there it is. Now, for some people, it might be on your right forearm. And for some of you, it'll be both. And if you want to go down this actual rabbit hole of why we all have the same mark, fair warning, that rabbit hole is deep. I was going to pass it off as coincidence, but start looking at the comments right about now, because 99% of you will have that mark on your arm. There's all sorts of theories about genetic testing, some sort of a secret vaccine. But if you were born between the years 1963 and 1993, when it's convenient some point today, make sure you save this video for later. Check your left forearm. And when you see it, share it with a couple of your friends too. Because if they're in this age bracket, I really would like to know what's going on.
This video is insane, bro, that I'm about to show you right now. I'm gonna just give you a little bit more context to the video before I actually show it to you, because dude, this shit's crazy. And it's a police body cam footage.
Yeah.
And the person that this police is arresting is the girl who voiced Pocahontas, Irene Bedard. Apparently the police got called because she's at a hotel and the clerks at the hotel heard her screaming and just being hella crazy. And when the hotel clerks try to come up to her and ask her if she's okay or what's wrong with her,
yeah,
she just pretty much started saying that she's evil. In this video, you could clearly see that this girl is not in her right mind right now. Part in this video that I want you to see, I'm gonna show you right now, bro.
Right.
When I show you this, bro, when she runs into the hallway,
yeah,
just pay attention to her feet and the shadows.
Okay.
From you. Does this work?
Pay attention to the floor where she's running.
Does this work? I don't know what that is. It's your cell phone. I don't know what that is.
Whoa!
Did you see
Wait
it?
a minute.
What is that?
Okay, bro.
What'd you see?
Oh, wait, let me ask you this. This is 100% police body cam.
This is police body cam footage. Okay. What did you see right now?
Dude, I don't even freaking know, bro. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It looks like a freaking shadow thing grabs her, reaches for her leg, and then it goes onto the wall. Bro, I gotta look at this again, dude. This is absolutely
I don't know what that is. It's your cell phone. I don't know what that is.
Whoa. Okay, bro.
What is
I'm gonna
that?
be honest with you. I don't know. That's like a demon or something, bro.
No.
Maybe she really. Maybe she really wasn't Cap.
Well, she said that there's evil.
Maybe she really wasn't Cap.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, fam. For sure. I don't know what that was that reached out there, that shadow. And just so you all know, I was born between those years as far as the whole mark on the forearm goes. And I do got right on I don't know if you can see it here, but where is it? Be right. Anyways, it's right there. There's that mark. Oh, I can't see it because of what, but I do. But I do. I got it. So I'm gonna check into that, do a little digging down the rabbit hole, see what that's all about. But other than that, I think we got time for one more video here, guys. So here it is.
But then I saw this in the paper, almost skipped over it, then I went back and looked at it a little closer. I think this proves conclusively that scientists are making stuff up. In the newspaper, scientists said they discovered a black hole in the galaxy M87, 50 million light years away. That's what they said. They discovered a black hole in the galaxy M87, which I'm pretty sure is between M88 and M86. 50 million light years away. That's how far away they said it was. 50 million light years. Light years. Light years! Well, you know what? I am sick and tired of acting like I know how far a light year is. I have no idea. Is it farther than a mile? But they're more than happy to tell us scientists that a light year is a distance light travels. Light travels, I've never even seen it peck. They said a light year is a distance light travels in 1 year, which is approximately 6 trillion miles. 6 trillion miles. Trillion! There's a number I use my checking account every day. So 50 million times 6 trillion. Way over 100! So now we know how far to go, we know in which direction, just follow the numbers in the sky, and there it is, a black hole. Of course, we all know what that is, don't we? We have no idea. But scientists are more than happy to tell us. Scientists said a black hole is a supernova or giant star that is so large it collapses onto itself and is so dense, the gravity is so powerful that even light can't escape. That's what the scientists said. Even light can't escape. And this is where we've got them. They're making stuff up. Even light can't escape. Because you know what they said that means? You can't see it. Oh, no, you should all be with me at this point. You can't see it, but we discovered it! 50 million light years away. If you can discover something right next to you you can't see, that's pretty good. Oh, I think I got a black hole right here. It even gets better. How do we discover it? We use the Hubble telescope to discover a black hole that you can't see. I would have loved to have been with the scientists when they got those pictures from the Hubble. You know what? I can't see anything. Let's just tell them it's a black hole. A British scientist. What?
All right, man. Well, I don't know. I often wondered where they come up with their figures. Like, they don't even know what's going on in our oceans here, but they can tell us what's going on 50 billion light years away. I don't know, a little hard to believe. But anyways, I just wanted to say, I wanted to throw the love out there for a new subscriber, Robin Pape, a new member of the Freaky family. Big love, big love. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. And I just wanted to say that I looked into the analytics of the channel, and it seems that 95% of the people viewing the videos on the channel aren't subscribers. So if you could just take 2 seconds, become part of the Freaky family. Hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and there's no commitments, you know, but you become part of the Freaky family, and it helps the channel keep going, and it helps the channel keep growing, and it helps the family get bigger, and it helps us get these videos out to people who like to tap into this sort of content. So yeah, like I say, show us the love. Big love back to you. Anybody in the Freaky family, I love you. I wouldn't be doing none of this without you. And I'm doing all this for you guys. So, big love, big love. Anyways, until the next video, my fam, and new upcoming family members, don't worry, you'll get your mentions too. And au revoir. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Capital City Paranormal-ish. I hope you enjoyed the video and its content. And please, don't forget, show the family the love and hit that subscribe button. It helps so much, and we appreciate it so much. But until next time, kiddies, don't let the monsters under the bed get you. And au revoir.